We on, we live, we live. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to start off with giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another beautiful lesson on a beautiful day through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Before we get into today's count, because, hey, we were just out here on Thursday, but the Lord had it through the spirit where we got to come out here another day to preach His beautiful gospel. So before we get into today's lesson, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the biblical Israelites. And it's time for you to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You got all these things going on all around the world, okay? And mainly what you see, can you get 2 Ezra 15? Mainly what you see is what? Rising, division, sedition among men. This is what you see happening, okay? When you look at the countries like in France, look what's happening over there in Greece. People are what? They are rioting. They are against their government of what they're trying or what they're planning to do, okay? Because people are bucking up against the serpent juice. People are bucking up against lockdowns, okay? And that's what we're headed back into. Different cities of Florida was what? That area was turned, it's color coded. All this merch there, all that's about to be out the window. You people is gonna put your goddamn mask on. You're gonna go sit in your house and stuff your face like you did last year. Because that's what's about to happen. Go ahead, bro, bring yours out.
And this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, in verse 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein,
Right.
for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another."
Woe to them, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. When you go into that word woe, it goes into what? Sorrow. It goes into destruction. It goes into a time of mourning. So woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. Right? Now when you think about it through the spirit, this is talking about all you other people beside the elect. Okay? Because now we know the elect are going to be going through different things, having their trials and tribulations, but destruction is going to come upon you heathen, of course, and the 230s of our people. Right? So can you read that again, bro?
Come on. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein,
Yep.
for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
Hey, can you get Bubba Kashaw? The sword is sharpened. Because right now the sword is being sharpened, and what we are coming to do is to tell our people that guess what? It's time for you to repent, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right? Can you I'll get it real quick, so I won't forget it. I'm gonna jump to the book of Isaiah, and you can read that again.
Come.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10,
Verse 1.
verse 5. It says, "O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation." So when we talk about the sword being furbished, the sword being sharpened, it's being sharpened for who? You Israelites, you 230s, you rebellious Israelites who don't want to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, who don't want to hearken unto the men of the Lord, the servants and prophets. Okay, the scriptures talk about the Lord stretching His hand out to y'all, and guess what? Talk about y'all not regarding. Okay, y'all not regarding the message that is being sent to y'all. Right? Verse 6, it says, "And I will send him," right? Because this Assyrian that is speaking of is Esau Edom. It says, "I will send him against a hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath. I will give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the miry of the streets." So this hypocritical nation is speaking of you Israelites, right? Because you are the same people out of one breath say you believe in the Most High, right? You stand for the Most High. But then when Esau come out with some wickedness or throw some wickedness out there, you're the first to justify. You're the first to jump on board with it instead of saying, you know what? I stand firm in what I believe in. the Most High God he's not okay with this, so I'm not okay with this. No, that's not what you people do. You say, you know what? Well, maybe times have changed. Maybe he thinks a little differently. Maybe he won't mind if I jump ship and agree what the world agrees with. No, the Lord ain't dealing with that. The scripture said the Lord changed not. All right, so there's only two sides of the fence you're gonna be on. You're gonna be on the right hand, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You're gonna be on the left with Esau Edom, and it's showing more and more that you people are choosing the left.
I know the scripture you just quoted.
Go ahead.
With Malachi. This is Malachi chapter 3 and verse 6.
Yeah.
For I am the Lord, I change not.
Boom. Don't matter what year it is. No matter what you people think, the Lord changes not. Go ahead.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Hey, so guess what? The Lord still got this remnant. The Lord still got this special group, which Israel as a whole, you are set up to be a chosen and special people. But all Israel not Israel. You see? Who the Lord cares about, who the Lord is dealing with, is the Israel of the Most High. The Israel that's coming back unto him. The Israel that's repenting. The Israel that is not in rebellion against him.
All right. And I got this precept right here because the bro said, he was talking about the hypocritical nation. You know how our people they say they for the Most High, but then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, they agree with the world.
Yep.
Well, this right here is written. Because really you're showing that you have faith in Esau Edom and not in the Most High. So this is for those people who don't believe in the Most High, man. It says this is in Sirach chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that goeth two ways. Right, so they say they believe in the Most. Really, they don't. They pretend like they do, right? But they don't have no type of faith. These Christians out here, you got these pork chop eating pastors that's taking the thing, man. Right? What happened to Psalms chapter 91? Not having fear for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, man. Let's show you that these people are not for the Lord. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. So you won't be defended if you don't believe in the Most High, man. If you don't believe in the prophecies. If you don't believe what he has written, man. Even the different things out of the earth that is used to help your body, man. If you don't believe that, but you want to trust in this devil's potion, man.
I got one. The book of Isaiah chapter 28 verse 15, it says, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death and with hell, or we had agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Right. So really, hey, that's going into what? Trusting in the shadow of Egypt. Right? Because there's nothing here but lies, man.
Yeah.
Okay? There's nothing here but lies. So our people, they made lies their refuge. They're hiding under lies. They think that those lies is going to be their protection in the day of evil. Right?
Right.
But when it comes, you're going to realize that what you thought was right was wrong the whole time. And you're going to be destroyed.
Going, you got that the sword and sharpen? Going back to that, what you got?
Isaiah 30.
Isaiah 30? All right, hit it real quick.
This is Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
And that's what Jacob's doing. Jacob's covering and covering, but not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Okay, they're covering themselves in the spirit of the left hand, Esau, which we say all the time. Look, the left hand is about to take this L, because the right hand is only going to get the victory. That's it. And guess what? There's only one winner, not two. There's only one, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
that they may add sin to sin.
And see, that's what he allows them to do. That's what the left hand pushes. For Jake to what? Continue in sin. They make money off you continuing in sin. Right? This is how you're able to get the worst things of the earth, right? Well, we'll use it in a sense because it's not worse in the eyes that people may look at it. It's like the animal, the pig is not bad, right? The crawfish and the shrimp and lobster, these aren't bad creatures. They just do the purpose of the job that they're supposed to do, right? But it is bad for you, Jake, to consume.
Right. It has its proper order.
It has its proper order, but he took the things of the earth that have no really significance for us in eating wise, right? Because everything has a significance to the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's purpose, you know. But for us eating wise, he took something that costs nothing to make it a commodity, to where Jake think they the shit when they're eating crawfish platters.
Yeah, they think it's he made it
delicacy.
into a delicacy.
Same with diamonds. When you listen to the dude talking about how they made diamonds, they use the propaganda for the diamonds, and how they use the diamonds is the girl's best friend, the diamonds this, diamonds that. So now everybody think diamonds is the shit. Just how you rap, like when you rappers, when y'all get y'all Rolexes and y'all shine them out, even y'all Cuban link chains, y'all shine them out. Guess what happens? It devalues once you do that. Because it's no longer pure, so to speak. You would think that if diamonds were so trying to think, will be basically like it would be an add-on, like it would be a benefit. Like, you know how if you know your house, you got a house, right, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna build a back deck to it. The value goes up. You know what I'm saying? If it never had a back deck, you put a back deck on it, you put a front deck on it, now the value goes up. You would think that would happen with jewelry, but it don't. The value goes down. It goes down. So really the diamonds really don't have that much, it doesn't have value. So when Jake do that, it just shows you how going to the East playing mind games with you. Because a billionaire and a millionaire will tell you all the time, like, why am I gonna put diamonds in the face of this Rolex? I can sell it back and still get 30, 40 grand. But now when you put them diamonds in it, it goes to 15, it goes to 10.
Shows you how invaluable diamonds aren't that valuable.
They're not.
Now it's a difference if you got actual gemstones, man.
Yeah,
Gemstones. Because you got certain gemstones that are expensive because they're very rare.
Very rare, yeah.
And I got a quick precept for what the brother was reading. Could you read that first verse he was reading?
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right. So it says, woe unto them that take counsel, but not of my spirit. Right. Here it is. The Lord has the counsel, okay, of the scriptures coming out through his men, through his prophets on the highways and the byways, and our people take no heed to it. So it says, woe unto them, right? Destruction unto them. Now what's the opposite? Right? For those who do take the counsel, right? This is Psalms chapter 1 and verse 1. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
That's right.
Right? So you'll be blessed, okay, for taking heed unto the counsel, man. All right, and applying it to your life. So for those of us that which we all hope to go all the way into the end, right? Because we were taking heed to the counsel, we're gonna be blessed in the time of trouble, man. Right? But because 2/3 of our people, they didn't take heed to the counsel, there's gonna be woe unto them, man, destruction.
I got a precept to back you up, brother. This is St. Matthew chapter 7 and verse 24. And it says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
Yeah, see, we always mention with Yahweh Shai, okay, being that chief cornerstone, him being that foundation. All right, you're not gonna move. You're gonna be stable as stable can get. See, he's our support. He's our guide. He's our shepherd. But when you don't have that, when you don't acknowledge that, when you rebel against that, then what? Go ahead.
Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man.
And then you make lies your refuge. That's what you trust in, right? Because you're hearing the sayings, you're not taking heed of it. So now, guess what? You're likening it to a foolish man. Go ahead.
Gone. Continuing on in verse 25 or 26. And doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand, and the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
Right. See, so your foundation was trusted in what? That left hand. You trusted in E. Trusted in lie. Hey, we have made lies our refuge. So your foundation is built off of bullshit. Bullshit. Because guess what? What's a big one? I'm already saved. Bro, that is a foundation that our people lie upon. I'm already saved. I don't need to do anything. What are y'all even talking about? Why does it even matter? I'm already saved. I don't care what you're saying. That's how Jake talk.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're saying. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. I can eat what I want. I'm good. Covered by the blood of JC. Well, when that storm come blowing, we'll see.
Got a precept for us. Quick precept to back them on. It's Matthew chapter 24, verse 13, what the bro quoted. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Well, he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Wait a minute, bro. We haven't even entered into Jacob's trouble yet. We're on the edge there. We haven't even got there yet.
Yeah. We haven't even resisted unto death, man. Brothers haven't resisted unto death yet, man.
And we see what's coming down the pipeline. Brothers and sisters is getting threatened at their job by not taking the serpent juice, and people telling they already saved. What? So wait a minute. If you're going a broader way to lead up to destruction, you're not even going through the path of the straight gate. You think you're just going to say, you know what? I'm gonna follow all these rules and ways, and I'm gonna make it to the kingdom. Man, get your ass out of here. Because guess what? Following E's ways, following his system, you're going to have to do what? You're going to have to worship the image in the beast. And you're going to have to take the charagma. And guess what? The scriptures tell you not to take the charagma. So now you're going to be putting up as what you going to do? What you going to do? You going to stand on the foundation? You going to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Or continue to stand on that foundation of E.
Precept for you.
It's Isaiah chapter 30, and I'll continue on in verse 2. It says, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
That's what we've been saying. This is what we have been saying the whole time. And Jake, look. Somebody get Isaiah 36 verse 6.
Come.
Look. You trusting in E is not going to benefit you. Get with the Lord's program now. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 6. It says, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
Well, wait a minute. It says it's the staff of this broken reed. It's already broken. The system is already broken. right? We're in the fall. We're in the fall of America, Babylon the Great, but Jake's still trusting it as if somehow it's gonna come out of being broke. Somebody get Baba Kashaw says I am healed. No, not I am healed. That it can't be healed.
Oh, Isaiah 4:51, I believe. It says we will howl for her, but she cannot be or something like that.
Yeah, no bomb for her. Go ahead, I'll at it.
Okay, continue on to verse 6.
Yeah.
Come on. Continue on in Isaiah 36:6. It says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Yeah, see, that's what it's going to pierce you.
I got you, bro.
It's going to pierce you. You see? And this is what you Jakes is about to get. And once you get this puncture wound from E, it's over with. Go ahead, bro. You bring yours. I'm trying to find this hill.
Right. I got
47,
47?
I believe.
Yeah, I got this right here. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. So while our people really think that this devil is gonna sustain them, help them, okay,
I think it's 51.
basically be a benefit unto them, this devil is sharpening a sword, man. Right? He's sharpening his weapons, man. That's why the scriptures say, who will pity a man that is bitten of a serpent, man? Okay, the teeth of a serpent is his weapon, man. So this devil is gonna bite the 2/3, man. Right? And they're gonna be confused, like, what's I thought you was with me.
Right.
You know? But it says a sword is
Jeremiah
being
51.
sharpened, man. So you're gonna see when the devil comes down with that wrath, you know, with his weaponry, man. And he's not gonna have no mercy.
Yeah, because he's only going to play around for but so long.
Okay.
Like, he know he got a short time in this little season, so eventually he's going to have to just come down with the draconian laws. Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to start at the point at 7? 'Cause there's more. All right, come on. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7 says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
That's Jake.
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reaches unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
She can't be healed. It's broken already. It's uncurable. It's unfixable. Bro, it's over with. This thing is over.
It's over, man. Hey, look at the Lord is destroying this infrastructure, man. Look at the economy. Look at the music. Look at all these different things here that's supposedly supposed to make Babylon a luxurious place to live. All that shit's going in the toilet, man.
Yeah.
You know, the damn stimulus check is basically destroyed the economy even more. The stock market bubble's about to burst. This place is through. It's about to no longer be a benefit to live here, man.
Yep. And that's why the other nations are already saying, we got what we need. We got to dip out. We got to go back to our country. Because you got a lot of them that's still holding on because they being fucking greedy. You know, they being greedy. But they look at it as long as they can still benefit a little bit and keep sending that money back to their country and their people, they good. Because see, what they thinking further down the line of my generations. My generations. That's their mindset. But not knowing all you heathen going to get put in subjection just as well. Y'all ain't up next to rule when this nigga get took out of power. Hell no.
I think they're gonna be the next
Superpower.
world superpower. Alright. The Lord gonna come and show you who the superpower is, man.
Right. Because the scriptures say, I'm gonna just read it. me just read it. Because look, we're not asking y'all for shit. Yahweh Shai ain't asking y'all for a goddamn thing. This how we going. This how it's going to be done. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever. Forever, even forever and ever. So look, this is going to be taken from you, right? As Yahweh Shai is going to be crowned the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. It's going to be taken. He ain't coming here and say, you know what? Look, nation, look to this king, or look to this nation and that nation. How about let's sit down and have a meeting? No. None of that. None of that. See?
When a great kingdom comes into power, it's by force, man. It's by force. Look at America, man. It was by force. When they dropped them bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? They showed the world like, hey, you better not fuck with us.
Yep.
Right? The Roman Empire, all the empires before it, man. Those great empires came up by force, man. They came and conquered and subdued people, man. They put them in subjection.
They ain't asked. They took.
They ain't asked, man. So what do you think the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna do, man?
But you know the beautiful thing about all that is, it was prophecy. That's what it was.
Statue.
Prophecy. Yeah.
Daniel statue.
Yup. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I got this right here too. This is Revelations chapter 19. And, I'm gonna see if I start at 11. This Revelations chapter 19, verse 11. It says, "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness doth he judge and make war." So that's not, like the bro said, the Lord's not going to come down and call all the leaders together and have a council. What do you think about me being king over everything?
Right, having a G20 summit.
Hell no, man. Right? The scripture says, all them that would not I shall reign over me, or reign over them, bring here and slay before me. So the Lord's not coming in that spirit, man.
Yeah.
He's coming to take over.
And Lord, and this is, I was talking to G. How much more you heathens? How much more you heathen?
Kind. It says his eyes were as the flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but himself. Right? So those many crowns, man. You don't just get those crowns. A king's not gonna give you his crown. You gotta take that shit, man.
Yeah.
You gotta defeat, you gotta conquer him and take his crown, man.
Right. Just like how E about to get taken out of power. Right? Just how you niggas is about to get took down because you on the left hand with E. That's how it's about to go down. See, all the games is gonna stop. All these fucking games. There's a lot of fucking games Jake be playing right now. Right? A lot of scoffing, a lot of murmur, a lot of talking shit, a lot of laughing. Somebody get Luke 6:25 real quick, brother. See, it's fun and games right now. But like I say, very soon, guess what? You ain't gonna know where to get your next meal from. You ain't gonna want to be wanting to go outside, right? You ain't gonna know whether to go to or fro. You ain't gonna know shit. You just gonna be praying and trusting in all them lies that you've been getting fed for years. And good for you niggas, man. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 6 and verse 25.
Yeah.
Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
And that's the point that I wanted to touch on. Woe unto you who laugh now. You shall mourn and weep. Right? Because guess what? When you look at that little, the animated, the cartoon series they made of the days of, I think it was like the Days of Noah, or it's called Noah or something, right? You know, just how they did it. But based off of that, how everybody was laughing, mocking, you know. But guess what? All those laughs turned to cries, right? All those smirks turn to, you know, a down face of mourning. You see? Because really, you people don't stand for nothing, man. No, you do. I lied, you do. You stand for wickedness. You stand for Babylon to continue to exist. You people are dead, man. Right? Now, in a sense, we're dead, but we're alive in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But you people are totally dead. Just walking around a goddamn earth like this is going to continue forever. Hey, that's why it's the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua that I'm not in this dead state.
The water y'all watching y'all shot.
Stupid ass people, man. Go ahead.
I got this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, and verse
Wisdom of Solomon 5.
in verse 67. Behold, the Most High Himself is judge.
Type in gazing stop.
Fear Him, leave off from your sins, and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Lord lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle unto things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. So those of you who are laughing now and mocking and scorning at the word, you know, when this time of trouble comes, the Lord is going to be laughing at you. Okay, because you didn't take this word seriously.
And we had a glimpse of that. Remember in the time when everybody was locked down and we were still coming out here and teaching? Bro, we were still laughing, having fun, and you know, preaching the word, doing what we was doing. But the look on you people's faces, y'all was in shock. Y'all was in fear. Y'all kept y'all goddamn mouth shut. Y'all wasn't walking past laughing. Y'all was shook, man. Y'all was shook. But now, as things has opened back up, oh, now all of a sudden, y'all got this proud spirit on y'all. Okay, because we got a glimpse of it. We seen it. We seen it for the whole time we was out here preaching.
The streets was empty.
Streets is empty. People wasn't walking past talking shit. They just had their mask on with their damn head down. Now y'all walking around with y'all head lifted up. It's
Calm
okay
before
though.
the storm.
It's okay. Can you get yours? Them two I told you.
Calm.
Gaze and stop first.
Con. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 33, when it reads, partly whilst ye were made a gazing stock, both by reproaches and afflictions, and partly whilst ye became companions of them that were so used. For ye had compassion of me and my bonds, and took joyfully the spoiling of your goods, knowing in yourselves that ye have in heaven a better and enduring substance.
Hey, that's what it's about. And we're stocking up our riches in the heavens. Right? Why y'all look at us like we ain't shit? Hey, we cool with that. We okay with that. You know? But see, we're made a reproach. We're made a gazing stock in front of these people. People, you know, riding past, sticking out the, you know, doing all that little dumb shit out the fucking car windows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, alright, cool. We take that. Okay, because what we're doing is has substance. What we're doing is worth something. What you're doing is not going to benefit you a goddamn thing.
It's not sustainable. It don't last forever, man. This all the stuff that our people believe in is all temporary.
Sit down in the dust. Be through. Oh, hell. All right, hit the next one. Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, at the top.
Yeah.
Con. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
That's what we've been saying, though. They're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. You know? Saying, how did they get that opportunity? You know? What did they do? And we don't know. The Lord put a vision on them and say, see? Boom. Give them a vision of when they was walking past talking shit or, you know, doing whatever of. You know what I'm saying? Or one of the times like, well, I showed some men out there teaching and you ignored them. Lord, you ain't never showed me that. Boom. Put a big ass 100-inch screen on right so they could see. But I didn't mean no, that's dead, bro. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, the word can make them remember.
Yeah. What they were saying, walking away and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Proud look on their face
Proud
that they
look on
gonna
their
see.
face.
Oh,
Like, see, ain't this you? This is you.
Right. It says they made no account of his labors, man.
That ain't you doing that.
that wasn't you recording and laughing.
Right.
Finish in verse 2. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Continue on.
Yeah.
Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
That's how they be looking. Man, what is they? Them niggas just they crazy. They crazy. They bombs. They just gonna be out there preaching forever doing nothing. They ain't we ain't worried about them. Get a job. We worry about what they got to say. Look at them. They ain't got nothing going for themselves. See what they out there every week. Don't they got kids? Don't they got women? Don't they got a woman? Don't they got a job? Why they out there? Are they that bored? No, what we're doing is we're sacrificing our lives. We're doing what's needed to be done.
A reasonable service.
Reasonable service, that's right. Can you get Psalms 94 verse 16 for me? I love bringing this scripture up. Because you ain't doing it. You don't want to come out here and stand in great boldness. You don't want to come out here and stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You don't want to prophesy. You don't want to prophesy downfall and destruction of this place. You don't want to call these people out for all that wickedness that they doing. Or the wickedness that's being done throughout the earth. You're not sighing and crying about the abominations that's being done in the midst of. Shut your ass up. Psalms 94 and 16.
This is Psalms chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
The men of the Lord is only fit to do this work. And you have to be, you can't come into this thing all willy-nilly. You got to be chosen.
Lord has to call you in, man.
Lord has to call you, and you got to be chosen to do this work. Now, you got some individuals that do just jump out here willy-nilly, but they don't last. Or the Lord do it how He sees fit. If you wanted to see somebody through that individual to get them out of there, he do what He do. You know, even somebody that might be out there preaching for a while, He can get rid of them because that's how He wanted their story. We pray that don't happen to us, but I'm just saying.
You gotta come out the right way in the truth, man. That's why they say you gotta enter in through the gate, man.
Straight gate. You know? Go ahead. Oh no, that was it. But we are gonna stand up, man. We're gonna stand up. We stand up for complete righteousness. Showing that you people are with the anti-Messiah. And the funny thing is, a lot of majority of these people that be doing this shit, these are so-called to be Christians. That do the shit talking, to come bucking up against the word, they don't know nothing but John 3:16. That's all. And then they quote and they say the rest of the things that don't even pertain to the Bible. Only God can judge me. Like that is not even in the Bible. I don't even know why people still even say that.
The whole book of Judges.
Whole book of Judges, bro.
Right.
Let me continue on in Wisdom of Solomon.
think that might be it. I wanted to hit this
Come.
real quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 15, it says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. So you got to be spiritual. You make judgments of all things. Now, even in the worldly aspect, people make judgments. You know, if someone say, okay, girls getting dressed ready to go out, and they say to one another, how do I look? You're gonna make an assessment. You're gonna give your judgment of, okay, I like this, I like that, but maybe you should change your shoes, girl. Oh,
That's a judgment.
that's a judgment.
Yeah, you're consulting either with yourself or another person for what? To make a decision.
Right? Can somebody get John 7:24? Because that's going to now, because you got to make a righteous judgment. And how do you base off of making a righteous judgment? Well, you have to go back to the standard. This is how we know how to judge right and wrong.
Right. That's the measuring stick. When you building a house, as an example, if you building a house, man, and you have to have a measuring stick, man. Okay, you need the house to look like this and look like that. Okay, so what's the standard? We got this ruler right here. So this is how big we can make it. Based upon that standard measurement, man. So it's the same thing with everything else, man. You have to have a standard in order to make a righteous decision, man. To make the correct decision.
Oh, can you get all scripture? Is that 2 Timothy? Go ahead, bro.
It's St. John chapter 7 and verse 24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
Right, you gotta be able to learn. You gotta learn how to judge righteous judgment. Okay, so now going back into that point, we ain't gonna go to the context of that.
Come.
But judging a righteous judgment is how you gonna do that. Going back to the standard. So we say, well, look, the Lord says, grab something in the law real quick. Get a Deuteronomy 20 and 5. See what that is. Just read it. Because if it's something that the Lord don't delight in, then you can't do it.
Right.
There's a law against it. You can't do it. What is it?
No, that's not a law.
What it say?
It says, you said 20 and 5, right?
Yeah, Leviticus.
Oh, yeah, you said, I thought you said Deuteronomy. So I can,
Read yours. Go ahead.
I got it.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 16. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
There you go. So this is the standard that's set up for you to be corrected, for you to be reproved, to be instructed in the way of righteousness. Okay, that's what it's set up for. But
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 5, it says, then I will set my face against that man and against his family and will cut him off and all that go.
yeah, read up. I only know the context now.
Okay, Salakia. Verse 1, Leviticus 20 and verse 1, it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones.
Boom. We're getting it right there. It's showing you that what? You can't do what? You can't give your child a Molech. You can't. That's a wicked sacrifice. You can't do that. And the judgment that you would get for that is getting stoned with stones. So you will be all in an uproar about the things that you see, Ishmael and them doing. Elam, because Elam be getting it into a little bit over there doing that. People be getting stoned. Guess what that? All this, baby. The East. This is the ways of the East.
Yeah, especially Israel, because Ishmael comes out of what? Abraham. And we know that Abraham, he had the law, but it wasn't written on paper, man.
Yeah, oral, passed down orally. Right. Yeah.
Still Leviticus.
Yeah, so that's it on that. So get let's jump back how we were first saying. Can you go get back to that sword is sharpened? Jump back to that.
Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9.
Right.
Son of man.
So now we're jumping back to the gears of Luke, man. Jake, we warning you, the sword is being sharpened, and you're not taking heed. You're not taking heed. So guess what's going to take place? You are going to get wounded and thrashed with these instruments. What do you say? Because I know brothers hitting our karma board up too. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
It says, Son of man, prophesy and say thus. And that's what we're doing. We're prophesying, man. We're telling you what's coming. We're telling you the Lord is about to send a sword in the land, man. It says, thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Right? So a sword is being prepared, their weaponry is being upgraded, man. It's being prepared, okay? It says, and furbished, man. They making new weapons. They making weapons you ain't never seen before, man. Right? To destroy you, man. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished, that it may glitter. Okay, should we then make mirth? Right? So a sword is being sharpened, and Jake is still in this, they still want to be in this party spirit, man.
Yeah, in the time of war. If you're a captain or if you're a leader, maybe if you're even a king, right? And you come back to the land and you find your army partying when it's a time of war, you gonna go all the way in.
It says, it contemneth the rod of my sons as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Right? So these weapons they're not being made for no reason, man. They're being made for a purpose. Right? To give it into the hand of the slayer. Who's the hand of the slayer, man? Esau Edom. Right? That's Genesis chapter 40, man. His blessing is the sword. And the Lord's going to use this devil to really do niggas in, man.
He said, I'm going to send them against the hypocritical nation. Right? And that's good for you because look, Jake, can you get a natural brute beast? That's how Jake run around the earth as. That's what you act like. A bunch of brute beasts. That's why you hear people say you can't take niggas nowhere. They always fucking some shit up. See?
I got a quick precept
Go ahead.
before you get started. This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So that's a slayer right there, man. The Lord is using this devil as a weapon, man.
Yep.
Of mass destruction.
Right. But we're praying for deliverance from who? The master of disaster. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead. Second Corinthians 15.
I still got it.
Oh, you still got it? All right, go ahead. Read what you got.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12, and it reads, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of the things that they understand not.
Right, so a lot of you people be talking about the scriptures, but y'all have no clue what the scriptures actually speak of, right? And if someone is teaching you, right, if they're not teaching correctly, then of course you're gonna be going off. So you gotta come up under the right teachers anyway. whom the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with, so you can get that truth. If the Lord allows that unto you. Right? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
And shall utterly perish in their own corruption. But Shalak. I'm gonna start over. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
In their own corruption. See? And so you be trying to pull Jake out of that mindset, Jake out of this corrupted mindset, out of this world which is full of corruption, but Jake want to stay. But
Verse 13, and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness, as they that count it pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you.
bro. Come on, you see? So y'all gonna be rewarded for your unrighteousness. Okay?
Continue on? Or that was the point?
I think
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Go ahead.
this yeah. Verse 14, having eyes full of adultery, and they cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls, and heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophet.
You got Israelites that's behaving in this manner. You have Israelites that know the truth that are now behaving in this like manner that we are starting to see as time go on. I ain't even gonna mention it. Go ahead.
I still got 2 Esdras 15 too.
Yeah, we definitely getting to that.
Gone.
You grab it. I got something. Just knock it up.
Okay, gone. You want me to start back at
Might get that Matthew 10.
Okay,
That
gone.
division too.
Gone.
That's what we jump back into. Go ahead, you could go back to 2 Esdras 15 though.
Okay, gone. Okay, gone. 2 Esdras 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Hey, look, and this is what you're getting ready to see. Because the division is here. And now the main division that we are seeing, or that's being spreaded through the media, is what? The people that are juiced up, and the people that are unjuiced up. Did you get that article, bro?
Gone.
Because there's an article that popped up, and we're going to read a little bit of it.
Everyone I know is pissed off.
Yeah.
Gone. Go in it.
Right, so the title of this article, it says, everyone I know is pissed off. Go ahead.
This is on the Atlantic. It says the juiced up across party lines have kind of headed with the unjuiced. An array of new polls suggests.
Right, so if anyone, your brothers and sisters, seen a YouTube clip of Slim Thug, this is how majority of the people think.
Yeah.
This is how majority of the people are thinking, and when they look at you, that's why when Elder Ariala said, "Be wise," Scripture say, can you get that? Baba Kashar, be wise and serpent harmless as a dove. This is why Elder Ariala was mentioning this of being wise of who you speak to about this serpent juice taking shit. Because he said a lot of people that act like they down are gonna fold and not be down. Just like that army sergeant that was talking about he wasn't going to do this and wasn't going to do that. I don't know if it was a sergeant, it was a captain or something. But what did he end up saying? He said, well, I had to. He folded. Within a week, he folded. And it was only been a week. See, that's the difference between a lot of us and these other people who got shit to lose. You gotta be willing to, and it's true, look, you gotta be willing to lose
Everything.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, well, Jake don't have no hope of gaining anything after losing everything.
Right.
Jake don't like to count the cost.
Oh, same chapter.
Yeah.
Same chapter. This is Matthew chapter 10, in verse 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye wise as serpents and harmless as doves."
Yeah, so we're sheep amidst the wolves, man. Wolves, they will devour you. And that's what these people are waiting for, to devour us once they find out our position. So you gotta be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Even with that, even like knowing you're an Israelite. I see a lot of Jake, even at my job, y'all come to the job with, you know, y'all the women come in with your head wraps and skirts, which that's cool, but then guess what? How do I know y'all, you know, whom y'all are? Because guess what? Y'all got the border of blue and the fringes. The same with the men, y'all putting it on all y'all shirts. Now, is it wicked for doing it? No, but it's unwise, because guess what? Now you're identifiable of someone pointing you out and saying, even though that's not what we're about, and they're going to try to make us seem like that anyway, they're going to say, oh, them people are terrorists. These people hate our kind. You know? So now they could just, you know, make up things, follow you around the store, call the police on you, get you kicked out the store just because they want you. Just because we know you're affiliated with those, they'll say, black, hateful Hebrew Israelites. You know? So it's not wise to be running around the earth with y'all, your friends on the border of blue.
Right.
Then a lot of y'all that even do that don't even be on the highways and byways, man. So come on, man. Y'all running around the earth with y'all border of blue on with y'all fringes everywhere y'all go, but then y'all don't go on the highways and byways and teach. And I'm talking about the men. Well, like, come on, man. The nerve to do that. That simple stuff.
Okay, and I got the word for serpent, right? Basically, when you go into the root word, you get down to horao, right? Which means what? It says to see with the eyes, to see with the mind. When it says be wise, it's a
things. You can just start to, you know, grow with you on just conversation wise. And then next thing you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why the scripture says sit not at all with any man's woman.
Yeah, because these are it's an opportunity where you can you wear on people, man. It happens.
Those you start to catch feelings or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, you can read 34 too since we're here.
Come. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance." For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be they of his own household.
Yeah, so that division is rising up. You know, amongst family. That's why families is even saying, look, if you ain't got that juice, you can't come over. You know, and they paying people, you know, setting up programs where you can out the others that's unjuiced.
Anonymously too.
Anonymously. You can be anonymous.
Yeah.
When you do it. So look, man, you gotta be wise, man. You gotta be wise.
It says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." So, hey, all these people here, like the one video with the Jake saying, you know, it's a it's a big basically it's a big sacrifice that he would have to take. He was like, but it's a big loss, is what he said. That's a big L. You know, with his family, you know, his family gotta eat and this and that. He's like, that's an L I'm not willing to take. Right? So he got them waters, man. Right? And if he didn't get it, he's gonna get them waters, man.
Yep.
Because he loved his family, man. Right? Now, ain't nothing wrong with loving your family, but they can't. That love for your family can't come above the love for the Most High.
He's taking MOB. No doubt about it.
He's taking it, man.
Unless he's a man of the Lord, somehow. Other than that, he's taking MOB. No doubts about it.
Okay. So it's gonna come down to that, man. It's gonna be your family or the Lord.
That's right.
You're being comfortable in your situation or the Lord. Right? Possibly not having food for a couple of days or the Lord. But if you trust in the Lord's gonna make sure you eat, man.
The scriptures talk about that, loving your family over or loving the Most High over your family. I can't find it. Oh, you want me to go back into the article?
Yeah. Don't forget it.
Continuing on, it says, while most state and national GOP leaders are focused on defending the rights of the unjust Americans, new polling showed that the large majority of unjust adults, including a substantial portion of Republicans, support tougher measures against those who have refused the Crown Royal serpent juice.
And that's why they going to use you know what? Let's take the Social Security. Go ahead.
These new results, shared exclusively with the Atlantic by several pollsters, revealed that significant majorities of people who have taken the serpent juice support serpent juice mandates for health workers, government employees, college students, and airline travelers, even in some surveys for all Americans or all private sector workers.
Yeah, see, you people that want to continue to say, I want to go back to school, I want that college degree. I'm thinking about bettering myself here in America. Guess what? You're gonna have to take the juice. You a federal worker, you getting all that good money. You're gonna have to take the juice. But like I said, you got cops, you got people in the military, you got people rebelling, you got people resigning because they don't want to take the juice. Right? NFL players. Right? A few of them resigning because they don't want to take the juice.
Mm-hmm.
But they're putting into a way where it's when you live in that a very comfortable lifestyle, you don't want to just have everything stop and lose. Especially if you've been just getting all this money and just spending and really not investing well. Then it's really like if you don't handle other sources, then you're done. Now if you already invested, you got businesses and you into cryptocurrency and you got all these different more ways of income. You can say, you know what? I don't need this job. It is what it is.
And really, that's the smart thing to do.
And if you know how to live basic. What's his name? Anthony Johnson, the boxer? I think his name might be Anthony Johnson. I forget his name.
Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua, a big boxer.
From Britain.
I don't know how he lived now. Well, bro, he's still, I think about millionaire. I know he had money. He still had big money. So I believe he was a millionaire or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he was living in like a shack. In other words, a shack, bro. Not a luxury shack, bro, a shack. He was like, what did he say? He said, you know what? I got my basic needs of living. Look, I got a bed, I got a couch. Not a king joint. I got a bed, I got a couch, I got a microwave, I got a refrigerator. He said, that's all I need to live. I said, damn. He a humble brother. Woo! To have an abundance of money like that and to have that mindset, bro. That's discipline in that area.
Yeah. For sure.
But going back to the article, like we say, bro, people. That's what I'm saying. This division is gonna come, just like we seen with the mask. People in stores, police in the stores of people not wearing a mask. Sometimes you got citizens ganging up on a person that's not wearing a mask and dragging them off the store, fighting and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they got people whelmed up to the point where they're going to do half of the policing for us, which the people that are pissed off are going to do. Because what they say, we're pissed off. We tired of this shit. It's because of y'all that ain't common
at all.
Hey, that's a tactic which we call divide and conquer.
That's right.
Put the people against each other So it's easier to conquer them, man.
To conquer. Yep. Yep. Well, any more on there? You got scripture? Go ahead.
It says, most of the serpent-juiced respondents also say that the entry to entertainment and sporting arena should require proof of the serpent juice.
Now, stop that. Go to that one you sent us earlier, real quick. Just because you said the proof, I wanted to hit that real quick.
I'm on it right now. Slow down. Okay. This was from ABC, ABC 13, and it says, father and son arrested for using fake Crown Royale serpent juice cards to vacation in Hawaii.
And that's all we got to read. So that's why they're saying, you know what? They want proof, but it's gonna be more than just the cards. Especially when we go to this MOTB, they're not gonna. They want the physical proof. Because guess what? Even that's showing physical proof of some degree of, okay, they took it, but it's like, wait a minute, how do we know if this card is real or fake? We don't know. How we know if you really got it? Just like a lot of these people running around with this medical cards. Think you can't pay a doctor to say you gave me that juice? I guarantee you could, bro. Guarantee.
And hey, that's now this is where you start to get into what? Biometrics, man.
Yep.
Oh, how do we know that you actually took it? Well, with this device that you put under your skin,
So if the Quran was a philosophy, you'll be able to do what? Lie to the system. Man, it ain't that easy, bro. There ain't no way. Cause like the bro said, if it's that easy, just be wise and make some shit up, I believe in that. Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm trying to eat. Let me get that. Let me get that number 6 spicy chicken sandwich. Extra tomato on it. Come on, man. It's too easy, bro.
Too easy.
No, he's gonna want proof. Oh. Go ahead, bro. You can jump out the Hawaii one and go back to yours for a moment.
Okay. Continuing on in the first article, it says, most of the serpent juice respondents also say that the entry to entertainment and sporting arena should require proof of the serpent juice, and have say the same about restaurants. All of this suggests that as the Delta variants, the whole Crown Royale unserpent juice disrupts the return to normal life promised by the serpent juice, a backlash may be intensifying among those who have received the serpent juice against those who have not, and that could leave Republican leaders who have unstitingly stressed the rights of the non-serpent juice, including Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida and Greg Abbott of Texas, and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy in an exposed position.
That's it. That's the point.
Yeah.
You know, as the people are going to be coming at you, they're going to be enraged. They're going to be like, look, you're the problem until you take this juice.
Slim Thug literally, he was on the aggressive. So he said, if I see you and I see you don't got this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You making me lose money.
Right. Right. We ain't standing for that nonsense
At all.
All right. So what you got? About wrap it up. Finish the second Esdras 15.
Come on.
Yeah, second Esdras 15. Yeah.
Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 16. Well, I'll start at 15 again.
Yeah.
Says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, so you're gonna have these race wars popping off, man. Right? You got the little stuff, you got the gender wars going on. You got things like that. We got the little mass wars going on, the jab wars going on, you know. But it's really talking about the bigger wars that's going to take place, you know. But you got these minuscule ones happening as well. You know, these little divisions, these little wars. That's what you could call them, like little wars. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Hey, this is what you see happening in these other countries. This is what you see happening in South Africa. This is what you see happening in France,
Greece.
in Greece,
Yeah.
in a lot of these other areas. They're bucking up against the government. They're doing a lot of looting. They're doing a lot of rioting. These things are taking place. Why? Because they know their system is on some BS. But see, there's so much entertainment to dumb down people here in the Babylon the Great. They don't see it. They don't see it. They don't see it coming whatsoever. Right? But
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
yeah.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, so man should desire and go into the city and should not be able. So when the martial law come down the line, you'll be able to go where you're going to be pleased to go, right? And if let's say these so-called outbreaks get too out of hand, then what happens? What gets set up now? Well, quarantine zones.
Mm-hmm.
Duh. They're gonna set up a quarantine zone. And the one show they had a quarantine zone, a blockage, and I believe he kept trying to. I think the husband was trying to get to the wife or the wife to the husband. But they're like, look, you can't go out there. And if you do go out there, you definitely ain't coming back in. That's how it's gonna be.
They show that in movies, even recent movies, like the Greenland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Verse, it's a lot. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
That's gonna be something else right there. Yeah. No. What is it? No pity. No pity. That lack of bread that's gonna be something because the famine is coming.
Mm-hmm.
The famine is coming. It's gonna be see you getting $2,000 worth of food stamps and you buying all that them lobster tails and shit. You
Jumbo
watch.
shrimp.
Jumbo shrimp, crawfish. Alright, yeah. Making these bullshit gumbo platters all day.
Them boils or broils, I don't know.
Boils, yeah. Guess what? Y'all gonna pay for that. Yeah. And you ain't got 5 cans of food. That's horrible.
Yeah, and you see, look at people already, man. When they don't eat, man, they fucking demons, man.
Yeah.
You see these people in the fucking drive-thrus and shit, man.
Oh my god. Impatient, bro?
Impatient, man. You got some of these niggas out here take the damn cashier at the drive-thru and pour their ass out. Because they ain't got something they needed.
People be getting shot for making the wrong meals. Like, bro, the shit you be saying on World Star, you be like, is this shit real?
Over a sauce.
You got shot because they didn't give you enough sauce for your 12-piece. Bro, you about to lose life buying a 12-piece?
Bro.
So how much more in the time of trouble, man? You gonna lose it.
You're gonna lose it, bro. I absolutely lose it. Because people ain't really self-sustained now. And if they is self-sustained, it ain't bust for so long because stores only have a shelf life of 3 days. A truck only come in once every 3 days.
Yep,
So when they stop the truck routes, because really when you think about it, the trucks, I mean, because you got the importing and exporting going on, the containers and things like that. But the trucks play they're the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
They're the bridge. If the truck stops, nobody gets nothing. Nobody gets nothing. Jake doing his thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
So quick question: the cargo ships, do they carry that? Are they the ones that carry food on there too? The cargo ships.
Potatoes, onions.
So look,
that's the one that carry tons of this shit.
bro, there was an article I seen just earlier. Bro, it says a giant cargo ship. This was 2 hours ago. It says a giant cargo ship snaps in half. Whoa. This was 2 hours ago.
Read a little bit of that.
Gone.
Oh, wait.
This is the webs. So on the news app, it's from The Hill. It says giant cargo ship snaps in half. A vessel was forced to anchor just 2 miles out from the Hakano port in the northeastern Japan due to bad weather. The ship suffered a crack that widened and eventually caused it to split in 2 pieces early Thursday. All 21 crew members were safely evacuated from the ship with the help of Japanese Coast Guard. A cargo ship weighing about 40,000 tons split in 2 and began leaking oil after the vessel ran aground in harbor in the northeastern Japan, according to Reuters. The Panamanian flagged vessel, the Crimson Polaris, was on course to enter the Hakano port Wednesday morning when it was carried away by strong winds and ran aground in shallow water, according to the ship's operator. The ship was unable to move far and ended up anchoring just more than 2 miles out of the port. The vessel then suffered a crack. I read that part. It's a lot.
Here's the point.
Yeah, that's the point, yeah.
Vessel cracked. We don't know what was on it. We don't know what it could contain, but it was some goods of some sort. So whoever thought they was getting that's a loss.
It's over.
You know? So a lot of things is coming down the pipeline, man. A lot of things. You want to say, bro?
Famine twofold.
Yeah.
Because when all this is going down, people going to be trying to get answers. They ain't going to be able to get them. Amos 8:11. Okay.
I got this right here. It's 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3, because all these different things,
Right,
the division, the uprising, man, the famines, all these different things, it's all according to what? Prophecy. It's all according to prophecy. I start at verse 1. 2 Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the earth. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, there was just an earthquake today. There's tons of earthquake going on right now, man. But it was just an earthquake, you know, with Haiti. Okay. It was like 7.2?
7.1. Yeah, 7.1.
Yeah. And he got hundreds. They say it's 200 something people died, but you know it's more than that, man.
Ain't Half-Mark's like the health building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now check this out. Look at the hypocrisy within that is the Half-Mark is supposed to be about health, correct? So let's see if it shows it up. Does it show it? Yeah, it shows it. So look, so the Half-Mark is supposed to be about health, representing health. But guess what? You know it's unhealthy to live that abominable lifestyle, though. That's why they raise the insurance for those type of people, because they know they're quicker to get that disease and to die from that disease. Why? Because it's unhealthy.
Hey, and on top of that, if you notice, the High-Mark building is in the shape of what?
Yeah. I was just thinking
The shape of an obelisk.
Yeah.
That's how them ancient Egyptians used to get down.
Yep.
You Egyptologists, Jake, talk about, oh yeah, the pharaohs and this, man. Them niggas are fucking bundles of sticks, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
were
did.
flames.
It was with cross-dressing,
Cross-dressing.
doing all that.
And even if they did deal with a woman, it's probably just to reproduce. But that's not what they was into, man. It was into that bullshit, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand